C, Z, N, G, N. Acha, yeah, acha. Here we go. Them used to me too much, but no, me know the same. Play a guy by name one, play another game. But do it for the love, never do it for the fame. Never turn, never move, never leave for my name. Me never know for pound, flip up, them returning on my lane. So them fall off, yo, I always to be blamed. Young play the clip, down on me, aim for the brain. Pick up with the jam on it, you the fuck of them strain. Right up on it every night. Rise and beat and play the way. But I flip from my finger and the cake. Yo, govy, what a bobby lane. The guns and on these streets all day. Rapid burst, finger play. My down straight in and play. Shabba and them 6'6". You know see I heat it up with them. One talk up in the strength. Them a look, so them walk and go fi friend. I will boost them up, them can't find some project. Tell your little friend, Bill our trouble.
Okay, so we have Korie Genius in the house. So who is Korie Genius?
Alright, so I am, my name, she said it's Korie Genius. I am based here in New York City. I am a dancehall teacher here in New York City.
Nice.
I was born in Jamaica, but I grew up in Brooklyn, New York from a young age, so pretty much Jamaicanized part of Brooklyn at the time. So that's my start here in New York City. So again, 6 years old I came here.
Right.
Went to school in Brooklyn, all my zone schools. But yeah, so I grew up in Brooklyn, New York.
Nice. So how long have you been dancing?
Oof.
And it could be professionally or just all together, like.
I mean, I can say my whole life, but when I've been dancing from a young kid, so I guess maybe two years after being here in New York, just again being still around the Jamaican culture where I grew up in Brooklyn. My entire family is Jamaican, so the music and that culture never left. So I was always dancing as a little kid, not just because as a kid I like to dance. You like to do what you do. And when it comes to professionally, that started obviously later on in my life, maybe around the age of like 14, 15.
Okay.
Before that, let me not say that.
That's still pretty soon, right?
It was early high school.
Okay.
So I think about
13-ish.
Early high school is when I got into it more, and even then it still wasn't to be professional. I just started liking it more. Got into some different dance styles at the time and things that were going on in Brooklyn. So about say 14 is where I started to push more.
Nice.
Into dance.
Nice. So you just said you got into different dance styles, right? So what genres of dance have you dabbled in, and what is your favorite?
Okay, so dancehall is my favorite.
Yes.
Which is my cultural dance and what I grew up, music I grew up listening to, and the style I grew up grooving, doing. When I got a little bit more professional, like I said, around the age of 14, I adapted a style from Brooklyn called flexing, which is brought up from dancehall itself, a style called Brook Up. So that was something I started to move into. As time went on, I picked up other style. I trained myself in hip hop.
Nice.
As in, when I say I trained myself, I started to take classes in that style. When it comes to dancehall and the Brook Up style, I was more self-trained.
And organic.
Yes, organic. So hip-hop, I did take classes to learn hip-hop, crumping. I also picked up. So a couple of different styles.
Hey, that's awesome. What do you feel is the most rewarding thing about being a dancer?
The most rewarding thing?
Yeah.
For me, I would just say being able to do it every day is what specifically for me. Because I literally do dance every day, and I'm sure we'll get into this later, but I teach every day. So just being able to get up and do what I love each day, which is the style of dancing, is probably the most rewarding thing for me when it comes to dance.
Okay. Baby, my rocks them do it already. Can't do it again. Them friends them see it already. Okay. See how we the man in the club and him a touch him friend. Talk about how him like you done back then. Bring up some story from way back when Wappy kill fill up on the 3 wise men. This a talk same busy. Film secret and all leave. Better reminisce money fun. Him can't get back, none of my rocks and do it already. Him can't do it again. Let him friends and see it already. Him can't see it again. Yes, they don't know God. He never come first, he never come last. Let him run and come first, he never come last. Him have nothing over you, nothing gets over you.
Thank you for sharing. So now I'm gonna ask you the opposite. What do you feel is the most challenging thing about being a dancer?
The most challenging.
Yeah.
Let me see how I said it's I guess the most. It's more of like a open thing. I would say the challenges come different every time for me throughout my dance career. It's not like a one specific
thing. It's not
thing.
one. Got it.
Right. So it's just the obstacles of like being a teacher and also doing pursuing industry things.
Yeah.
Those are the things that become challenging.
Yeah.
It's a mix of different things.
Right.
So for me, it wouldn't be just one specific thing that's
it's just different challenges as a dancer. Got you. What's the one thing you feel that you learned about yourself through the art form of dance?
Okay, my patience.
Oh, speak on it. Speak on it.
Being through the art of dance, my style is very calm. The way I do the dance style, even other styles I do.
Right.
But also being a teacher for as much years I've been, I've learned more patience.
Yeah.
I've always been a calm person, but I learned how to be even more calm. And some say I take a little bit more than most can.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would say my patience is what I've grown from, being a dancer.
Got it.
And I still live off it because patience is something I think you do need to have in life. but as a dancer.
Yeah. Yes. Patience is definitely needed in your line of work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's awesome. What's one thing you wish you would have known before you had started dancing? If there's any.
One thing I wish I would have known. Let me see. I wish I was more. I wish I knew more about business before I got into dancing, which is something you really don't learn in school.
Right, it's not really taught, especially in that dance.
Right.
That dance round.
So I would say business would have been something I would hope to learn more about growing up as a young kid. Yeah. Instead of just jumping into it as a teenager and not knowing the ups and downs or what you're supposed to do. It's business.
Business. Yeah. Got it. So now that you spoke about what you wish you would have known, what's some advice that you give to the younger generation of dancers coming up today?
Okay, other than don't give up, of course.
Right.
I'm gonna go with don't give up. For myself, I've had failures, like I said, when it comes to things I've done, the auditions and different learning how to teach better, like not having good classes. So I would say for the younger generation that's dancing, whatever it is that you're going to do with dance, just put your all into it, and you're going to fail at things. Right. If you don't, then God bless. But things are going to fail at. But failure is not a bad thing. Right. You see a failure, you see what you can do better, you see what you can do next, and then the next time you have something of the sort, you can definitely triumph. So I say, just don't give up on what you want to do with dancing. Give it all you have, and trust me, stuff will come to you as you give up. Awesome.
Thank you for sharing that. So you spoke about failures, right? And one of the questions I love to ask is, can you tell us about a failure that you cherish the most? Like something that turned into a triumph, or something that was like an obstacle or just a mess when it happened, but now you see it like as a blessing, where you're like,
let me see. I can go.
Which one you want to share?
So this one is more a little recent. In the beginning, so I was able to be in Janet Jackson's music video some years back, maybe about 3 years back, 2017 if I'm right.
Was that Made for Now?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
So I was able to be in that video, which, like I said, this is more recent. So during that video shoot, I pulled my back out.
Oh no! During
the shoot, which most people don't know that. So I actually pulled my back.
What?
Right in front of Janet's there, my fellow dancers. Can I name the dancers?
Yeah, sure.
And, slip dancer, different dancer family, Black Eyed Dancer, at a window.
Yes, we did.
So we're all there, and during the takes that we're doing, I stepped really hard with the step that we were doing, and I pulled my back.
Whoa!
Like I was stuck there for a second while they were still shooting.
And still dancing.
I didn't know I couldn't move.
Oh, no, I'm saying they were still dancing, and you were like freeze.
Yes, I couldn't move, and
oh man!
I said it to them like I think I pulled my back.
Right.
So whatever I did kind of eased out. It was like a spasm, and then it eased out.
Right.
And right there in my brain, I'm like, oh god, this can't happen right now.
Right.
It's not fun to But
right.
somehow I was able to continue.
Wow.
In like really, really, really bad pain to continue the takes until we got the take they wanted. That shoot, and even after we did that take, they offered me some other little scenes.
Right.
I was in so much pain.
Wow.
So much pain.
Wow.
Trying not to show it. But
Yeah.
I really wanted to do the takes.
Now you're gonna have me go back to the video and try to zoom in.
Trust me. And I was able to do 2 more takes then, thank God, and finish the entire day.
Yeah.
But after that day, I was at the chiropractor almost every day.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally what they said, I straightened out. My set of your
spine?
Yeah, I straightened it out with that.
Oh, because it has a neutral curve, and what you was doing?
Some I don't remember what step.
I was about to say, what step had you?
You know what? It was I think it was Ding Dong stuff.
Oh, that one. When the kick and yeah.
So that was scary, and it was a triumph for me because trying to fight through that pain, I can't express how much pain I was in.
Right.
But nothing in me was telling me to like sit up. I wanted to continue. So, yeah, that's one of my biggest almost failure.
Yeah, but you came back. Yeah, you came back. Your back was like, let me support you for this last little bit.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah, it did take about like a month for me to get back to normal after that.
Yeah.
But I completed the shoot. So.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. If you were to change one thing in the dance industry, what would it be?
If I were to change one thing.
Yeah, one.
Just one thing. You know what? Honestly, I would. The respect. I would say the respect. Why I say respect? Nowadays, the respect for dancers, from artists, from anyone that wants something to do with dances.
Yes.
There needs to be a lot more respect and appreciation for what we do as dancers. Whether it comes to payments, money, financial stuff like that's been a struggle, obviously, for almost all dancers for a while.
Right.
It is getting better, but it's still not where it should be.
Right.
And honestly, I don't expect it to ever be perfect.
Right.
But I just think the respect from the wants from dancers needs to be better.
Absolutely.
I would say yes. That's my.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that. Respect the coins, and everything needs to match the vision and match the art, right? So I definitely agree there, and I hear that so often. So yeah, I definitely agree. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay. 5 years from now.
Yes.
I mean, I definitely see myself still dancing.
Yeah.
And teaching, because this is what I mainly do now. But although dancing and teaching is what I do, if you want to call it my 9 to 5, I do have side things that I do for myself.
Right.
Planning, like I'm a person that loves to save.
Right.
I am into real estate.
Oh wow! Awesome.
And investing.
Nice.
So what I do is that I use my passion, my dance, and what I make from it to invest into other things away from dance completely. So
wow.
I do see myself in a couple, maybe in the next 5 years, owning maybe hopefully one or two houses or even a building.
Yes.
I am working towards it.
Right.
But yeah, so that's my plan, to still be dancing, but to own property. And, you know, of course, build generational wealth. I don't have kids yet.
Yeah.
Preparing myself early.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's awesome. That's amazing. So we hear this current phrase, for the culture, right? For the culture. So what is your definition of culture, and what does culture mean to you?
Okay, my two words would be love. Honestly, be love and respect. When I think of culture and how I treat it.
Right.
I'm specifically talking about my own. Well, all cultures you should respect it.
Right.
But my own culture, I 100% show it as much love as it needs, as it should get.
Yeah.
And you know, I would, of course, respect is in it. Once you love it, you must respect it.
Right.
But I would say, you know, for those that come into a specific culture, you obviously need to have a specific respect for it.
Right.
And then you need to grow that love for it.
Yeah.
How I look at it. So I would say love and respect is how I would explain culture to me.
Right.
And
Nice.
that's how I look at it, and that's how I, you know, I go through it every day, and what I try to push out to everyone that I teach on a daily basis. So yeah.
Ain't nobody but I for nobody. I just wanna dance with you, mommy. I put my hands on your body. Don't be scared, don't you worry. I don't wait for nobody. I just wanna dance with you, mommy. I put my hands on your body. Don't be shy, don't you worry. Too much juice to myself. Too much sauce to myself. Too much juice to myself. Too much sauce to myself.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
So what is your contribution to the culture?
Oof. Yes.
Yeah.
Being here for as long as I've been, and being a teacher for as long as I've been. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've been teaching for about 13 years now.
Right.
About 13 years, and 13 years non-stop. Like
Wow.
I haven't
Wow.
stopped teaching since I started.
Yeah.
Just being able to teach new people the dancehall style literally every day.
Yeah.
Throughout the schools that I do teach in New York City, I get people that come literally every weekend. They know nothing about the Jamaican culture
Right.
or the dancehall style, and I get to introduce that every weekend. It's nothing for me can be more rewarding than that.
Yeah.
To be able to do that. So that's one of my biggest contributions when it comes to I would say when it comes to my culture, the dancehall culture and Jamaican culture. I do get to introduce others and let them know where they can go or look up to learn more about it.
Yeah.
And they come back each week and I give them some. So
Yeah.
that's my biggest contribution, teaching and being able to show people what my culture is about. Only an hour and a half, of course.
Yes.
Time, but
yes.
my idea is to bring them back.
Yeah,
so
it adds up.
It
adds
yes.
up, and I'm sure it creates impact.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
definitely, and I see it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, big up to you.
Thanks.
That's amazing, 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 amazing. All right, so now we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
We're gonna play a game, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Some will be based on preference, and some will just be you gotta answer them, right?
Okay.
And you have to answer as fast as you can. Yes.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
That's
Like,
not the.
one word answer or just like however.
Yeah, kind of one wordish.
Okay.
If you can.
I'll
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, come on, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. All right. Bet. Day or night?
Night.
Teaching classes or performing?
Teaching classes.
Homebody or outgoing?
Mixed.
I'm
Homebody.
sorry, sir. Was that it again?
Homebody.
Okay. I better not catch you in these streets. You and your friends are going out. They tell you to by 11 p.m., what time do you start getting ready?
Oh gosh, 11 p.m.
JetBlue or Delta?
JetBlue.
Very nice. $50,000 or free unlimited flights for life?
Free unlimited flights.
Very nice. Dance technique or dance popularity?
Dance technique.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite food?
Jamaican food overall.
Can you give me one?
Oxtail.
Yes! Extra gravy. Alright, okay. What do you wish grew on trees?
Money.
Followers or friends?
Friends.
Mid-school dance hall or old school?
Ooh. Old school.
Huh?
Old school.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Bad Boys.
One or two? Or
One was the best one.
Okay.
Yes.
3 words to describe yourself. Quick.
Patient, nice, cool.
This is so funny. Okay. Favorite dance hall step? Like, what's your go-to dance hall step?
I need one of mine, but I would say Boga.
Boga?
Yeah, I would say Boga. I have a reason for that. But
Okay, no, give it to us. That was
well, I would say the Boga because almost every other step that I do involves that movement.
right.
So for me, that's like my go-to when it comes to creating my
Right.
steps too. So yeah.
All right, good. Now let me see it. Come on. I know exactly what it is, but for the viewers.
Just Boga steps.
Hey, okay.
That movement and hip movement is what kind of I put into everything that I do when I create. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, so the next part of your interview is called Cave In, and what I need you to do is grab that glass bowl,
Okay.
mix up those little colorful cards, pick one, and read it and follow the directions.
Yes, alright. I can go now? Okay.
Let's see what you got. Hopefully you can read my handwriting.
Oh, snap.
What is it?
It says freestyle for your life.
Hey, let's put a song on. Come on. Freestyle. Hey. Let's go.
Before my troubles. When my soul was overwhelmed within me, then Lord was my path. And the way when I walked, I take private in it that's made for me. The fool has never been told it. The truth has never been spoken. It's like I've never been born. Still I've never been homeless. I was never alone. What if I was hopeless? Would they really ignore me? What if I was nervous? Would they really be noisy? What if I was nervous? Or would I really be calm? Would I really be loud? If I let my friends, so even if you need someone, I got it. Just like I keep on feeling.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Korie Genius, and you are getting to know me on Culture Kave.
Yes.
Yeah, boss it.
Yes.
Z, Z, N, G, N, acha, yeah.